Hello, you guys. It is your girl Sunshine here with another one. Gems, before we get started, just keep in mind that tarot was invented to tell stories through the pictures. It was meant for entertainment, so that's exactly what this is. Sometimes it can relate to your perspective or your situation, or sometimes it'll give you a new perspective. Either way, it is not your life. Okay. So we're starting off in the past energy is the transformation card. So it says your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transform all things. So I love the way that this heart is illuminating this beautiful flame and fire, and these little ambers of sparks are just coming through, and it's all in this controlled, just beautiful light. And I feel like you're really getting to a point where you're going to be comfortable in your own skin. You're going to be seeing relationships different. Okay, you're going to be able to deepen bonds with every individual that's around you that you want to deepen a bond. So friendships, siblings, family, partner. In regards to your present moment, we have here when it comes to matters of your heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Yes, do you go left or do you go right? Do you speak up or do you stay quiet? There's always that choice, red pill, blue pill. Um, Matrix. Anyways, um, so in regards to this card, I really just feel like making different choices of when you think of something being right or being wrong, ask yourself, where did that idea come from? Where did I really get that perspective? Is that an actual accurate perspective now? Maybe when I picked up on this, maybe when I was like 14, now that I'm older, does it serve me? Maybe it doesn't. Really going back and questioning that and really identifying, um, you know, how to see things differently. This card starts off with when it comes to the matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Your heart's always gonna love is love. And of the day, love is love. Okay. All the other stuff that happens in between and on it and around it, that's what our emotions and what we are projecting on it. But love is love, you know. And everyone does love differently. So I just feel like the more that you can understand how another loves and how you love, you'll get better at adapting to situations when it comes to your life and when it comes to love, and just really understanding where a person is coming from, and almost like understanding them in where they're at. Instead of trying to explain where you're at and help them, get to that point, it's just like, where are you at? And how can I help you from where you're at? You know, the next card we have here in the future position is, ooh, I love this card, this imagery. I love the way that the blue and the white, the yin and the yang, the evenness. Ugh, love it. Anyways, the card is called balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So, there seems to be maybe a back and forth between a connection between a partnership of maybe people's morals and people's different, both parties' perspectives are kind of maybe getting seen in a different light, or maybe more in a negative way, but like, oh, okay, well, you said this, so I assume this. And it's like when you actually talk about what happened in the situation, it's like totally opposite what the person was even feeling. It was just maybe their tone was off and they didn't realize their tone was off. So I feel like what's to come from this transformation for you is a lot more balance, a lot more um balance in your connections within yourself, because I do feel there's a sense of the divine masculine, divine feminine, both parties becoming as that whole, as well as you and your partnerships as well. So we're going to see the lessons. In the lessons position, we have here life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. maybe in past situations you planned a lot, and there's nothing wrong with planning. Trust me, my love plan. That was bad English, but anyways, uh, there's nothing wrong with planning, but sometimes it can get too controlling. Or there's nothing wrong with not planning, and sometimes it can get over a little bit where you don't have much structure or responsibilities, where things just kind of get messed up. There needs to be a sense of, that evenness. When we come back here to the balance card, there's just there's an aspect of understanding that there's going to be times when you can control the situation, and there's times where you just kind of have to let go, surrender, and release. I love the imagery in this card. It reminds me of, seasons changing, the things that we go through. No matter what, there's always going to be those seasons that happen, and you have to adapt and you have to change to it. As much as people don't like changing at all, something as simple as the weather, we always adapt to it because we got to, right? There's nothing we can do about it. Um, Sometimes you can pray and hope that it stops, but it ain't gonna do it, girl. It's gonna do. But at the end of the day, I really feel like this energy, this lesson that you're coming out of is about being more free, going with the flow, understanding deeper connections with you and the people around you, really kind of questioning what you believe is right and what you believe is wrong, and is that even important at that moment. Gems, we're gonna leave it at that. Until next time, it's your girl Sunshine. This is